To Racheal's story. Racheal is a brave, determined woman who, after undergoing failed traditional cancer treatments in her home country of Ireland, turned to a holistic approach in the States. She is currently undergoing successful holistic treatments in Clearwater, Florida. Here is her story.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So good to see you. Healthy Chef Sherell here, coming to you live from the LEED Certified Living Forward House. And today we have a very special guest, Racheal.
Hi everyone, meet you all.
And we're going to talk to Racheal in just a second to hear her story. But first I want to remind you that I am live every Sunday, well 4 Sundays a month, either streaming on Facebook or Patreon. And the recipe cards for all my recipes, along with all the library of videos, can be found on my Patreon pages. So I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all under the handle of Healthy Chef Sherell. Okay, so we have that business part out of the way. Again, Racheal, thank you so much for being here today.
It's my honor.
I'm so excited to tell your story.
Yeah,
I
can't wait.
I know, this is
Yes,
such a good story.
Yes.
To start with, Racheal, tell us a little bit about where you came from and your family. Let's start with that.
Yeah. Thank you, Sherell, for having me here. I'm so
you.
grateful, and I count it as a privilege to be here on your live show with you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you. I'm grateful, and I love what you're doing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us today, and I'll be happy to share my story. Why not?
Yes.
My name is Racheal Chukwemeka.
Right.
Originally from Nigeria.
Right.
I live in Ireland. I'm Nigeria Irish.
Right.
I've been in Ireland for over 20 years now.
Yeah, it's a long time.
I'm married and I have 4 beautiful kids, and it's been a journey. It's been a journey. So I'm grateful to God for being here today.
Absolutely.
Because I know that in everything it's been God.
Right.
What else do you want to know?
Well, I was happy to hear about your lovely family, your 4 children, and your
Yes.
husband. And
Yes.
I know you have an extended church community there
Yes.
too that's very supportive of your journey.
Yes.
So thanks to everyone that supports you.
Yes.
So just going back in time a little bit, tell us about when you first thought you might be having a health situation or a health crisis.
Okay.
And what that was like.
Yeah. So, like I said, I have 4 kids, and my baby, the youngest, is 13.
Right.
So he was born in 2010. After I had him, we decided that we were done,
Right.
with having kids. So I went to my doctor and I said, I'm done with having babies. I need family planning, Marina Coil.
It's like an IUD.
Yes,
That's what
IUD.
in the States
Yes,
call
yes.
it IUD.
So I used that from 2011, and after 5 years, you change it.
You replace it?
Yes, you replace it. So I had this for 5 years. So for 5 years, I wasn't seeing my period. After the 5th year, I went back to change the coil. And after I changed the coil, I started bleeding.
Right.
And I rang my doctor. He said, "Oh, give it some time." So I waited 1 day, 2 days. The bleeding was heavy. The bleeding pushed out the coil.
Okay.
And it was so traumatic.
Right.
Traumatic
Sure.
for me.
Right.
I went back to him and he said, "Let's put another one."
Right.
Maybe that one didn't go in properly.
Right.
So he started another one, and a few days after, the same thing happened. And I went back to him, and he started the 3rd one.
Okay.
After the 3rd one, that was when I said, "I'm done.
Right.
I think something is wrong here. Can I get a scan?" And you can't believe what he told me. "Racheal, there are long waiting lists.
Oh.
I will have to put you on the waiting list. I'm sorry, they will not attend to you now."
Right.
So I was like that.
All right. So at this point,
Yeah.
you felt like something was wrong.
At this point, after the coil came out the 3rd time,
Right.
the bleeding did not stop.
All right. So then you asked your doctor for a scan.
Yeah.
And the way your insurance is in Ireland, you have to wait a long time?
No, because...
So why did it take so long to get the scan?
He said because the waiting list is long, that there are many people on the queue.
Right.
And he said that wasn't emergency.
He said what?
It wasn't emergency.
Oh, it wasn't urgent. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't an emergency.
Right.
So I have to wait.
How long did it take before you got a scan?
2 years.
2 years. All right.
I was bleeding for 2
years. And there was no medical
And do you know,
intervention?
I didn't get any appointment. I had to go privately because I was tired of bleeding.
Waiting for
Yeah,
you. You have socialized medicine in Ireland? Is that?
What is socialized medicine?
So it's sponsored by the country,
government.
The
Yes,
government?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
that's why you
yes.
have a long wait.
Yes.
All right.
So I had to go to a private practice
Right.
to do the scan by
And
myself.
when you got the scan,
When I got the scan, I brought the result to my doctor, and he discovered that there were fibroid
right?
causing the bleeding,
Okay.
and he had to book me in for emergency surgery.
So how did you go from uterine fibroids to colon cancer?
Because I presume that during the bleeding,
Mhm.
a lot of things happened. That, you know, because of the time, it wasn't addressed immediately.
I
So
see.
it caused so many damages. So after the surgery for the fibroids,
Right.
I started having pains on
Okay.
my left side,
Okay.
and then we had to do another scan
Mhm.
afterwards, and they discovered that there was a swelling in my intestine.
Mm-hmm.
So the swelling in the intestine was cancerous.
And so did you have surgery at that point?
I had
to remove
surgery again at
that?
that point.
And then did you follow up? What was the protocol that your doctors gave you to?
I was told once the parts that was swollen is cut off,
Mhm.
I'll be fine.
Right.
And when I got to the theater that day,
Right.
my surgeon looked at me and said, Racheal, how many kids do you have? I said, I have 4 kids. He said, do you still want to have more babies? I said, no, I'm done.
Right.
He said, why don't we remove your womb? So you know that you're not afraid of any reoccurrence of this
Right.
cancer.
So did you have a hysterectomy?
I did.
Okay.
I had an hysterectomy on that same day
Okay.
when the part of the intestine was
Okay.
cut off. So I was told that everything was okay.
And you were okay for a period of time?
I was okay. I was
Okay.
healing.
Right.
I got the surgery 2019 September,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got a letter February 2020
Right.
to come to the hospital for a meeting
Mm-hmm.
with the oncologist. And you know, when you hear oncologist,
Right.
you know that is cancer.
Right.
And I was told to come. So that was when I got the diagnosis
Mm-hmm.
that it was colon cancer. I had the surgery September 2019.
2019.
And I got the diagnosis February.
Okay, so
just
it's a few months.
Yeah.
Why did it take so long to get your diagnosis? Did they like check for margins or were they?
No, yes. So
Clear margins?
they took some part of the
Mhm.
womb
Right.
and they did the test.
Oh, you had cancer in your uterus?
No, I didn't. So that was when they told me in February that it has spread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was when it became stage 4.
All of a sudden, like
Yeah.
that, after you're okay.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
And then stage 4 cancer.
Mhm.
What did your doctors recommend after that?
They recommended chemotherapy.
Right.
And I asked him, I said, what is the chance? What are my chances? He said, Racheal, it's 50-50. That we can't guarantee that the chemotherapy is going to be intense, 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be coming to the hospital every day.
Right.
And I said, what's the point
Right.
if it's going to be 50-50?
And because.
Yeah, because of the side effect of the
Okay.
chemotherapy.
Okay.
I'm going to be weak, you know, my hair will fall off.
Right.
A lot of
Then all the
side effects that he
that we're
mentioned to me.
familiar with.
Yeah, but he said
Okay.
it could work, it might not work.
All right.
And according to him, he said, maybe we can give you a few more years.
So you did some radiation.
I did some radiation later
Okay.
along the line.
And what happened with that?
And when I did the radiation in 2022, no, it was 2023, just last year.
Okay.
I did the radiation because I had tumor on my left groin, and it came out as a wound. So I went for the radiation because I thought it was going to help. That was what I was told, that the radiation will shrink the tumor. So I went for the radiation, and after the radiation, the tumor actually went down.
Smaller, okay.
Yeah. But after 2 weeks, it came back double.
Oh my goodness.
It came back double the size.
All right, so that didn't work.
It didn't work.
What did you decide after that?
I went back to them and they said, come back for another round of radiation. I said, no,
Right.
I'm done. I'm not doing that again. So I started researching for something different.
Right.
Because I didn't want chemo, I didn't want hospital radiation. So I started researching for something natural, you know. So I was looking for something, and I found Florida.
So some members of your church family were familiar
Yes.
with LifeWorks.
My pastor, while I was in the university,
Right.
my pastor back in Nigeria, I mentioned it to him that this is what I'm going through. Please pray for me. I asked him for prayers, and he said, Racheal, you need to start going to Florida now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after your diagnosis and after you tried the conventional therapies, they weren't getting better. So you're reaching out to some natural alternatives now.
Yeah.
And your minister in Nigeria suggested LifeWorks, which is here in Clearwater, Florida.
Yes.
Which, by the way, they have a really good reputation in the area. And so then you came over.
I came over on the 5th of April.
So you haven't been here that long.
You know,
So tell us about your progress,
Yeah.
what you're doing, and which is kind of phase 1, and then you're moving into phase 2, the immunotherapy part, which you haven't started yet, but already with the things that you started, you're making progress.
Yes.
All right, so tell our viewers.
I'm strong.
I know, right?
When I came,
Yes.
I could barely walk.
I know.
When I came, I was limping like this. But look at me now.
I know,
full
right?
of energy.
Yes.
Just 4 weeks.
Right.
I've been here. And I can say that one of the things that have really, really made a huge difference in my energy, my everything, is my meal change, you know.
So we're going to talk about
Yeah.
Yes.
So I started the treatment with LifeWorks. So they were doing some cleansing, some detoxification, and then immune boosting.
Right.
Yeah. So that was what I started with.
Okay.
And now I'm going to start with their own natural chemo
Yep.
this week.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Yeah. I was told that would be the game changer, but the game is already changing.
I know, and she met a lady there
Yes.
who's undergoing the same therapy but is further ahead of her.
Yes.
And how's she doing?
She's fantastic. She's going back home tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, she booked her flight. She's going back home
Alright.
tomorrow. She was here since February, and she said, Racheal, she had the treatment back home before she came,
Right.
and some years ago, and the cancer came back.
She had conventional or natural treatment?
Conventional
treatment. Okay.
She had conventional treatment, but the thing came back after a few years, and her doctor told her to come again for another conventional treatment.
Right.
And she said no way.
Right.
And she started
Researching.
searching for natural.
Right. So good to do our research to see what our options
It is.
are anyway, and
It
to talk
is.
to other people
Yeah.
that have gone through this and see what their outcomes are.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting information.
It
And
is.
so happy that you're sharing that with
Thank
all
you.
of us.
Yes.
Really appreciate that. So
Thank you.
we can check in with you again later.
Yes.
To see how you're
Oh,
doing.
check me out in the next 4 weeks.
I know it, right? We're gonna have a celebration
I'm going to be a
party.
new woman now.
So part of Racheal's recovery plan includes a paleo
Yes.
protocol.
Yes.
So she's eating that way. And what we've done here, this is typically what I do when I'm working with cancer patients or just bringing somebody on who wants to learn how to cook in a healthy way, is I find out what your favorite recipe is. Because if you don't like what you're eating, you're not going to eat in a different way.
That's right.
So we take favorite recipes and turn them into healthier versions. So in this case, we're doing one of your family traditional recipes, which is coconut rice. Fried rice.
Yes.
Oh, so it's fried rice with coconut milk.
Yes.
So that's one of your favorites that you enjoy with your family. Today we're going to go paleo with it.
Yes.
So instead of rice, we're using cauliflower. So it's cauliflower rice. And then we've added some protein to it because you were telling me some of your traditional proteins are shrimp and also organ, liver. Can't say it. I like
liver. Yeah.
No, that's just me. I'm not saying, but
Yeah.
I know. So we did the shrimp today. We also have the cruciferous vegetables, which of course we have the cauliflower rice, but we're adding broccoli and also adding mushrooms, which are known for their anti-cancer properties as well.
Spices.
Yeah, we're going to use your spices and make a traditional dish here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get started with this part. And
because usually I will have used rice, so we are substituting rice for cauliflower to make it healthy, so you can still enjoy what you enjoy.
That's right.
What you used to enjoy.
Yes.
In a different way, in a healthy
way. And that's really the secret to healthy eating. So paleo, let me just tell you a little bit about paleo, what you can eat on paleo. So you can eat fish, especially omega-3 fatty acid, which, tuna, salmon, mackerel, so those, and I guess, shrimp, seafood, so we're there a little bit.
Yeah.
But lean meats, especially grass-fed animals or wild game, so that is offered on this eating protocol. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, eggs, oils from fruits, olive oil or walnut, and today we're using coconut oil and coconut milk. Things to avoid: grains such as wheat, oats, and barley, legumes such as beans, lentils, and peanuts. And of course, we're going to stay away from all processed foods, replacing milk with coconut milk and such. So that's basically the protocol. When I looked up the carb to protein ratio on paleo cancer, it was 20% carbs overall. But when you asked your doctor about it, he said focus on the protein, eat your vegetables, and then just let the carbs fall in kind of in the third place. Yeah. And he was telling you 30 grams of protein per meal. And then you're also having a supplement that's probably another, was it 60 grams of protein?
Yes.
So heavy on the protein for sure. And that's for your body weight. We're not making recommendations. This is what Racheal's doing. For example, I'm 28 grams of protein per meal. And I'm 5'5", and how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
5'4". Okay, so we're about the same height.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you all have any questions, we will answer them after the class. Racheal, you want to oversee this rice here, our cauliflower rice. I made this last night so we could move along with our recipe.
Yeah.
And go
so
ahead.
we just
we're just going to reheat it. It's already cooked. So what I did was I took a medium-sized cauliflower head and I put it in the food processor. You do need a full-size food processor. In fact, I had to break it into 2 sessions to get it all done because it kind of sticks in the bottom.
Yeah.
And then after I did that, I put some organic coconut oil in my saute pan and some garlic and ginger, and then I put the cauliflower in and I just stirred it, and I added some lime juice as well too.
Wow.
So it was really very simple. And I took some pictures of the process. I'll add those in the end. So that's the cauliflower rice there.
And do you know couscous?
I do.
It looks like couscous.
It does, doesn't it? It looks just like it.
Yes. And you can use couscous to make more fried rice as well.
Did you use, traditionally, do you use a lot of grains in your
Yeah, we do. We use grains, yeah.
And I know you use
green peas.
A lot of spices.
Yeah, we do.
Spices.
It has to be hot.
Racheal loves to cook, which is great.
Hot.
Because she's really catching on to the paleo way.
Yes.
She's really embraced
I love cooking.
Here we go. All right, we're going to have plenty of coconut oil in there. Okay, so we're just going to turn our heat up a little bit. Now, the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the shrimp and the mushrooms first.
Okay.
Because I like them to cook on a hot heat, and I don't want to overcook them,
Yeah.
especially the shrimp, because that's just no good when your shrimp's overcooked.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll put the vegetables in, our cruciferous vegetables, our lovely cruciferous vegetables we have here. So you can see, you know, we're all organic, of course. So we want to keep our body free of pesticides, both through healthy eating and recovering from
Nicely
diseases.
washed. Yes.
Yeah, these are all washed with veggie wash. So we have the broccoli and the red peppers.
Yes.
And then we have these beautiful mushrooms. Any type of mushrooms are known for their anti-cancer properties, as are the cruciferous vegetables. We have some nice sweet onion that we're going to throw in there too. And then we have our shrimp. And the shrimp are Key West shrimp, so they're local, and I buy them from my local fish market. I have a very good local fish market in the area, Jensen Brothers.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to them, and they were telling me that the shrimp is actually flash frozen very quickly after it comes in the boat.
Okay.
So that
preserve
preserves the freshness.
Yeah.
So
I have my sister watching from Canada.
Oh, hi.
Pastor Debola. And my daddy from Ireland, my pastor.
Oh, we've gone international.
Apostle Albert. Thank you for watching. Love you guys so much.
Welcome everybody. It's so good to see you.
I know my kids are watching as well.
I know. Those sweet children. She tells me all about her kids all the time. I know they miss you.
And my other sister Halda is watching as well.
Hello. Oh, everybody say hello. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a wave. And any questions you have, we'll answer those when we get done here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put these mushrooms in here.
Okay. And then this thing.
Just take a little bit longer to cook than the shrimp. So this is a stir fry, and so we want to keep the vegetables, you know, not only raw, but just a little crunchy, like fresh.
Oh, I like my vegetables crunchy.
Right, not limp. So we're definitely doing that today.
Yeah.
There we go. So you can see these really nicely in there. Nice mushrooms. Started, going to add a little salt. There we go. All right, they're already starting to brown up a little bit.
Yeah.
So then we go with our shrimp. Nice Key West shrimp. So we definitely have two cooks in the kitchen today. Add a little salt.
And the hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep that fire nice and hot. I'm gonna, you know, I have just sort of fallen in love with this steak spice. I love it. It's Kinder's seasoning, the steak blend.
Oh, wow.
And it's just so good. I picked up 2 more containers of it this last week, so I've been using it on everything.
And how spicy is it?
It's not that spicy.
Okay.
It has a little bit of red pepper in it,
Ah.
you know, but it's not like crazy spicy like you
know.
like it.
That's nice.
So we'll put a little of that on there. We're also
Oh,
going
it
to
smells so good.
throw in the garlic and ginger,
That's nice.
which I did not have out. All right.
Garlic and ginger.
Yeah, what happened to my garlic and ginger? So you stir, I'm going to go look for it.
Yep.
Because
No
we
problem.
got to have our garlic and ginger.
So guys, what do you think? Is it looking yummy already? Let me show you the shrimps. Look at that. Look at that nice looking, yummy looking. I wish I can share it with all of you. Sherell is a very good cook. Please, you're free to share this link so other people can join us too. Share with your friends. your family. Let them learn new recipes, healthy recipes for their meal.
Yeah, we do this every week, and the point is to be able to cook in a healthy way. You know.
So we have our garlic in.
All right, so that's looking pretty done. I'll heat this a little bit higher. I'm gonna go ahead and take these mushrooms out. How's that cauliflower rice coming?
It's looking good.
Good. We want that to be nice and hot.
Yeah.
That's looking good too. I know I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give these shrimp a little temp check here. We want it to be 145 degrees, which is pretty much guarantee they are. I just want to make sure. The other thing, things that we want to be aware of is, especially when we're talking about our gut health, is we want to cook our food to proper temperatures so that it's safe to eat, and we also want to store our food in glass containers so plastic doesn't leach.
Yeah.
And we also want to use, this is like a special non-stick pan. It's an enamel glaze, so it's not outgassing with plastic chemicals. Sorry. We want to make sure that we also, here we go, put our food away. Don't let your food sit out, because when you do, it grows bacteria. That's definitely bad for your gut health too. And as most of us know, a large part of our immune system is in our intestines. So be really conscientious about that. It's a lot to think about, really, Not things that we were raised knowing about or understanding. So just a few little changes, we can actually touch up to a healthy eating lifestyle. And as you can see with this recipe, this is still going to have all the flavor of your family's favorite recipe.
But better taste, better result. Yeah.
Healthy. Okay, we've got pretty cruciferous vegetables in there. They won't take very long. So we're also going to add some coriander. I'm going to let you do this because you do the spices.
Yep.
And we have turmeric.
So, I stopped using the curry and I switched to turmeric.
Okay. Not as spicy then.
No. I have my pepper.
The pepper.
The spicy sauce.
I know. I'm going to add a little of my sharma. And a little more of the steak spice. Add a little spicy to it. I think maybe we'll taste this before we add more salt to it.
Okay.
Looking pretty darn good.
Yeah, looking good.
I'm going to go ahead and add some coconut milk. Simmering a little bit. I'll give it a taste. I'm going to start with probably about half a can. There we go. And I'm going to add a little agave too.
Okay.
It's from the agave nectar from a cactus.
Okay.
Just a little bit of sweetness to balance the spiciness.
Okay.
And we're going to garnish with pineapple and lemon today too.
Yeah.
All right, that is looking really good, you guys.
Really
Can you
good.
see that? Doesn't that look nice? Oh my gosh.
It's good. What do you think?
I like it.
I like it too.
Think we need to add anything else to it?
No.
Okay.
It's perfect.
All right. So we're just going to let that cook down a little bit. You can thicken this up a little bit if you want to. You can thicken it by, of course, just reducing it as you're cooking it.
Yeah.
Or you can add some cornstarch to some water and use that as a thickener as well.
Or if you want to add some soy sauce.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
Let's add some.
Yeah.
I happen to have some. Just happen to have some right here.
So anything to spice it up.
This is an organic gluten-free tamari. Okay, we're just going to add a little bit in there. Does that seem about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's so pretty too. Look at that rich color. Oh yeah.
Golden.
That looks good. All right, so we will add our shrimp and throw that.
And then
Our mushrooms back in here.
oh wow.
There we go.
This is all full of goodness.
I know. Not only does it taste good, but it's
Loaded.
got all these ingredients, these cancer-fighting ingredients in here. All right. All right, I'm going to plate this. Does anybody have any questions at this point?
Yeah. It's looking
it's
good.
looking good.
I wish I could taste it.
I know. I wish you
I
all were
know.
here.
Yeah. And my husband is watching as well.
Hi,
He
Victor.
said it looks yummy.
All right, let's turn this off. There we go. All right, let me just bring this over here. Since it's cauliflower, we can have as much as we want. We don't have to think, oh,
Yeah.
it's rice, I better not eat too much. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Got a little bit of the sauce on it already.
Somebody must be hungry. Are you hungry?
I know, right?
I'm hungry. Oh wow.
Doesn't that look good?
Loaded.
It's really good.
Wow.
You can tell it's good when everybody gets quiet.
Yeah, I know. You're salivating.
I know. And we just have
And
a
then
good
garnish it.
garnish with this
Ooh.
pineapple and some limes. Let's use these limes here. I think we could use a little more cauliflower
Yeah.
on the top there.
Come join us. Get your forks and your spoons ready.
We have our beautiful dish.
What do you think? Ooh.
Fit for queens.
Yep.
All right. So doesn't that just look delightful?
You give it a try.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah.
going to eat it in a few minutes.
Go ahead and give it a try. Yeah.
We'll let you know how it goes. Racheal, if people want to reach you, you know, somebody may be in your same situation and want to talk, or is there a way to reach you?
Yes. They can reach me on Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
Racheal Chukwuemeka.
You know what? I'll put it in the
Put
notes.
it in the notes. Sherell is going to send my details down. So
I know.
if anybody wants to reach me, I'm on Instagram as well.
I call you Racheal from Ireland.
Yeah.
Because I can't pronounce your last name.
Racheal Chukwuemeka. Chukwu. Thank you again, Sherell. for having me.
Racheal, good luck with
Thank
everything.
you.
I know
Thank
you're
you.
going to be well.
I am well.
You're
already.
amazingly
Yes,
well
yes.
already. Getting such good care. I'm so excited for you. All right, so every week I'm here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Please do join me.
Yeah.
On all my channels are under the handle of Healthy Chef Sherell. That's HealthyChefSherell. If you have any questions, my email address is livingforwardproductions@gmail.com. So again, Racheal, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure. You know, I love that name. Living forward.
I know.
It's really prophetic.
Paying it forward.
You're living forward.
Oh, before
You're not living backward.
before we go,
Yeah.
speaking of living forward,
Yes.
after you recover completely,
Yes.
what is your next step? What are your goals moving into the future? What do you want to do?
I really have passion to create awareness for women like myself
Right,
who might be going through the same situation.
right.
Because I remember before I came, my doctor said there was nothing they could do anymore.
Right,
And according to them, I was written off.
I know.
So, and this is a woman that was written off,
Right,
bubbling with life here.
That's right.
So I want to help other women,
right.
maybe been given that kind of diagnosis and that kind of forgotten letter to say there's nothing we can
Nothing
do,
else we can do.
and give them hope.
Do you think you'll write a book, or do you think?
Oh yes, I've already started working on my biography.
Okay, good.
So I'm writing my biography already, and thank God for my sister Bola from Canada. She encouraged me to start.
Wonderful.
Yes, so I know that book is going to bless so many people, and it's going to create awareness.
Yes.
To let people know that cancer is not a death sentence.
That's right.
It's a knock at the door.
That's exactly
to
right.
say, come on, wake up.
I know.
You're sleeping.
You need to make some
wake
changes.
Up. Do something.
Yes.
You know, change this, change that.
That's right.
And that's what I got.
And you're doing it.
Yeah.
Look at you, girl.
Yes, I
You
am.
are so doing it.
Thank you, Sherell.
Thank
Sherell
you.
has been a great encouragement for me.
Thank you.
She has encouraged me. She's like my doctor in the house. she said, "Oh, Racheal, that thing you're eating, do you think your doctor said you should eat that?"
I know.
And I quickly check it and say, "Oh yeah, okay."
I know.
I cancel it.
You're gonna call me the pesky chef.
Yeah. I mean, it's been amazing. I don't know what I would have done here if I didn't have you.
Aww.
You know, you're such an angel.
Thank
God
you.
bless my life. I'm grateful. Thank you, Sherell.
Racheal.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And you're going to come to Ireland.
I am coming to
meet my people.
I am.
And I'll take you to Nigeria.
Thank you. I know. I wasn't planning to go to Nigeria, but it looks like I am.
You will.
I'm still working on Europe.
Yes.
All right. So
it's been a wonderful time.
Sending you all hugs and
Thank you all.
good wishes for great health.
Yes.
For the following week and many weeks to come, and we'll see you back here next Sunday at 4 p.m.
Yes.
All right, you all take good care now.
Thank you so much for joining. Love you, Ma. See you again.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.